clicked approve on something.
Okay, got
But
it. We're
There
good.
we go.
I think we're good. I think we hit
Yes.
okay. Okay. All right, everybody. So, I had planned to get some things back to you after last class. I haven't been feeling well, and I'm behind, and then got a hundred things happening. So I'm behind with everything. So I apologize about that, but that's kind of tonight. We're gonna kind of go over questions and refining this accent a little bit. There's some things that I think we need to kind of go over again, and I think you guys probably have things that you would like to go over again too. Um, I think I'd like to just start out opening it up with questions. Any specific questions or vague questions or, anybody? Just undo just go off on mic and just ask if you have anything. No? Hold your finger up if you do, because I want to make sure nobody has it. Oh, you guys, you all know everything. Yay! I have questions. What I
Blast away.
Okay, yeah, what have any of you, since you've been working on this, been watching British stuff? And if so, what are some things that you've noticed about what you're hearing from them and what we've done?
I've noticed
Yeah,
Yeah.
it.
Bianca.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead, Carolyn.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I've
go ahead,
noticed,
Carol.
I've noticed
Oh,
the
thank
more I listen to it, I can pick out certain things that we've gone
Good.
over in class, but I've also noticed it seems similar to Southern. A lot of the things, I don't know, is that something? Am
Yeah.
I hearing it? Am I
Yeah,
hearing it
yeah.
wrong?
Southern accents came from there.
Yeah,
That's
because
right. Yeah.
I'm in South Carolina. So
Yeah. Oh, I love South Carolina.
yeah, we do too.
Yes, there used to be a lot of. I shot a. I didn't shoot a film. I worked on a film there. Is there still a lot of film happening in South Carolina?
Yeah, a lot. There's a lot in Atlanta.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know
lot
about
in this
Atlanta, but
area, but
yeah,
there is a lot in South Carolina as
good,
well.
good. I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear it was. I loved it there. I loved it. It was a Beaufort, South
Oh
Carolina.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was really
yeah.
lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, and South Carolina has some interesting accents,
Yes, yes.
including Gullah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, there's some
There's a
wonderful ones.
there's a Greenville accent. I grew up in Greenville. I don't know if you've ever been there. And you don't hear it as much because so many people are moving and it's sad because we're losing
It's
it.
going away. That's a good thing to bring up. Just so everybody kind of knows this, I think you do. Accents in general are eroding really quickly.
Mhm.
Um, because of the internet, because of television, because of um, being able to hear so many different things. We're exposed to so many different accents. Major cities now in the South, for instance, in the South, but it's also true in other cities, have such an influx. We've got people moving in and out a lot. All of that changes everything. And mostly it's just the fact that we have computers and televisions, etc., that allow us to hear so many different things. Television up until maybe even 15 years ago, maybe, yeah, I will say, most of the time, the accents that you heard on television were LA based Southern California accents, with some exceptions, right? But in general, that's what we were used to hearing. And subsequently, that quote unquote Valley Girl accent traveled across the country, including things like glottal fry. Like when you talk like this, a lot of young women still do this and they talk, this is called glottal fry. And let me tell you something, ladies, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant for anyone. It's not a, it sounds like what you're actually doing. It's a glottal fry. You're rubbing your vocal bands together like this. And it doesn't necessarily hurt you, but it's also very limiting in that if you speak like this all the time and you're trying to do a dialect from somewhere else, or especially in a different time period, it's a problem. And I'm sorry to pick on women, but it's mostly women that have that thing. I do think it's beginning to work itself out. 80s, 90s to early 2000s, it was ubiquitous across the world. It was picked up across the world, not just in the United States. So it just shows you how powerful television is for people. Yeah. Do you have any? Oh, go ahead, Tyler. Cool.
One thing I've noticed in watching different things over the last few weeks is like the TH sound is
Hmm.
pronounced differently a lot of times. Like one that really stuck out to me the other day was like the word brother, and it was like there was a V in there, so it was like brother.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I've heard it like said many different
Uh-huh.
ways, and so just like knowing like when is it a TH, when it is a V. I think I've even heard it as like an F. Just so many
You
different
would.
variations of it.
Okay, so first of all, just so you can kind of understand that. So there is a voiced TH and an unvoiced TH. So if I said path or pathway, if you notice when I say that, or theater, that's appropriate for an actor. So that TH is unvoiced because you're making that sound by just pushing air between your teeth and your tongue.
Hmm.
The voiced TH has another name. It's called an ethe. E-T-H-E. That's the name for a voiced TH, just for fun. You might as well know that, right? And that is when you add your voice to it. So if I said whether, that TH is voiced. And that usually happens, there are exceptions to everything in English, but if there is a voiced sound in front of it, and in this case also in front of it and after it, it will almost always be voiced. So when I say whether, I've got a vowel in front of it and a vowel after it. And so because it's hard to stop your voice for that little, that's how the voiced th came into being. So it's not whether, that would be hard to do. Whether, right? It's whether. You just keep the voice going. So when does it become a V and an F? So it's a V when this happens, when it's a voiced TH. So it would be weather, how's the weather? And then if it was an F, an unvoiced TH sound like, um, did you get a bath? Did you get a bath? Or are you still dirty? Did you get a bath? So that TH in bath becomes an F sound. The accent that I just did is kind of a modern estuary Cockney, London, Southern England sound. Really, really common. Um, Back, like 10 years ago, people were really taken in by the accent of Adele. Does everybody know who I mean, the singer Adele?
Mhm.
um, she has that accent. And so a lot of Americans had not really been all that familiar with it. And so there was a lot of mimicking Adele, and she does a lot of those sounds. But in London itself, there are so many accents just in the city itself. But generally, you're going to hear an East London accent, which is Cockney, which is similar to what we just did. There's like real rules for true Cockney. You have to be within a certain distance from the bells of St. Mary's Church. If you're not within that little distance, you're not really Cockney, technically. But that Cockney accent has spread across a lot of London. And then there are certain neighborhoods, and a lot of it has to do with the ethnic makeup of the population there that come in with different languages, etc. So there are a lot of accents in London, basically. But in general, you're going to hear that modern standard British. There's a thing called estuary British, which is kind of like, it sounds kind of like a cross between standard British and Cockney. It's a that would be more like that. Actually, that Adele would be kind of estuary a little bit, yeah, because she's not true Cockney, but it's you hear it a lot. You hear it in a lot of television shows, and they're so available to us now, British television and film. So it's a wonderful way to study these accents, is listening to them. So that was a long answer to the F and V sound. But it's kind of it's there for a reason. It happens for a reason. Anything else? Any other questions? I'll try to be much shorter with my answer. I promise.
Well,
Any other?
not a question, but an observation. When
Okay,
I'm
good.
looking for things to study, just to listen while I'm driving and stuff and practice, it was actually quite hard to find a proper RP.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are putting stuff out on Spotify and YouTube, and I was like, this isn't this, and they're calling it RP, but it's not what like you're teaching. So I don't know, maybe you want to do a YouTube channel or something.
I
But
know.
because
I know.
I was
I've
like,
been asked several times. Yeah.
yeah, or something on Spotify. But yeah, I think I was struggling to find that actually.
Were they dialect coaches or people that just were kind of offering their opinions?
Some of them are calling themselves dialect coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and the thing about language is that it's constantly evolving. Accents do the same thing. They're constantly evolving. And but I will say, true standard British, RP, was a very, very specific accent. It has evolved a little bit over time, but not a lot. It was literally, and I think I've told you guys this, it was literally created to separate the classes. It was really designed to keep the blue-blooded people separate and recognizable from everybody else. It's true RP nowadays. It's still taught in what they call, I think I've explained this to you, public school, but it's what we would call private school, which just makes so much sense. But the really fancy, like all boys schools and all girls schools where they go, it's boarding schools a lot of the times. They are taught this accent. And again, it originally was designed to separate the classes. I kind of think it still is because it's really not used by hardly anybody else anymore. Actors learn it to for to be able to play it, but as far as anybody else, not really, not really. It's a good accent to have for an actor, but that's interesting that they had different versions of it. Interesting. I can't imagine what that would be. Now there is a kind of a heightened art. There's an accent called a heightened RP, and that is the one that's really, really posh and it's what the Queen speaks, etc. And then there's the RP that doesn't have the rolled R's, etc. It's more a little bit more modern, I guess you would say, but they're not that different. They're basically the same thing. Any other questions? Any other observations? Okay. All right. So what I thought we would do, we're going to do kind of a little bit of a review today, sort of. And I thought we would start out with everybody doing some um, a little bit of reading. And so I thought we'd start out with, let me see which one. There was one I wanted to. Oh, and I included this again today because I just kind of want you guys to remember what I said before. If you're ever doing a British accent, keep a copy of this on you at all times. When to do, the ah and when to say ah, because it's impossible to memorize. Eventually, if you do it enough, it'll get in your bones and you'll just know, like that doesn't sound right. You just kind of know, but it takes a lot of repetition. And if you haven't done it, like say in 2 years and you come back to it, make copies of this little thing or do whatever you have to do to have that information. So that's why I went ahead and included it again tonight. Um, yeah, that's another copy of that. Funny. Did we, something I wasn't sure if we went over it. Did we go over the linking R the last time? I thought we did. We did. I thought we did. Okay, I thought we did, but I wasn't
Yeah, we
positive.
did.
Okay, good. So that's another one. That's an, why do I have all these? Just I don't know if Tanya probably didn't tell you. I'm having major problems with my documents tonight. I Something's really gone crazy, and it's all this stuff, this standard British stuff. So something happened last week. I don't know what it is. So I hopefully I sent you guys all the things that you need for tonight. So I thought we would start out doing a sonnet. You all should have
Huh.
at least one sonnet memorized. They're wonderful for, and you don't have to memorize tonight, but just so you can kind of get in the flow of it.
Oh.
They're great audition pieces. A lot of times people, will just pull out a sonnet, or, if they have a kind of an
Mhm.
expected one, or if they need RP, they'll, most auditors like it. This is probably more for theater than it is for film and television, but, if you're playing, if you, are lucky enough to be able to use this accent in film or television, um, it wouldn't hurt to have. So, have any of you ever recited a sonnet before? No. Are you
No.
familiar with what a sonnet structure is? And we're not going to dig into this deep, but it's a 14-line poem that has a very specific rhyme scheme and a very specific number of syllables in it. As a lot of, poetry is very specific. This is one that's very specific and short. So they're pretty easy to memorize, and they're really, really good for auditions. If you have to do a standard British, just, if you'll memorize a sonnet, you'll use it the rest of your life. Just pick one. But here's one that is used a lot, and I just really am using it for your accents. Cool.
Cool.
So, um, would you like me to read it first to hear the rhythm of it? Okay. So, this rhythm is very much like a heart. Oh, I got a firework.
I don't know.
That was so fun. So it's like the sound of a heartbeat, which actually English is spoken this way. It's da 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 da. In general, that is really what you need to know. See all these things happening on the screen. It's hilarious. Okay. So here's this one with Standard British. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. Yet in the, I'm sorry, I can't see. Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. So that's a nice little sonnet for y'all. So let's try it. Let's everybody just give it a whirl. Okay? Who wants to just be brave? You don't have to do it like I did it. You do it your own way. But there are some little rules about iambic pentameter. And if you ever do Shakespeare, how many of you have ever done have any ever done a Shakespeare play? Or part of a Shakespeare play at least? What'd you play, Bianca?
Well, this was like high school.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
think I played Mercutio because we didn't have
Oh,
enough boys.
yes,
Yeah.
Mercutio.
Yeah.
Lovely. How fun. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, he's super fun.
Yeah,
It's
he's
super
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. What about you, Greta? Did you raise your hand? I thought you raised your hand.
I don't remember what I did.
Oh, something in like high
Yeah.
school or college? Yeah. Cool, but you remember doing it. Anybody else? Anybody else
Mhm.
just even a little? Oh, good, Mallory, what'd you do?
I was the stage manager, so I was in charge of everybody.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
I
huge.
was the one taking all the line notes.
Oh, oh gosh, yeah, that's a lot. What was the play?
It was Comedy of Errors, but they changed the theme, so it was in the theme of the 80s. So it was
Yeah,
80s
it
Comedy of
happens with
Errors.
Shakespeare all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just making it relevant, which is great because it's great. They're great. So wonderful. What about you, Victoria?
I did the Taming of the Shrew in
Oh, it's such a
junior high, but I can't remember my character. She was
I will not remember the character's name either. I'm terrible
I
about
don't
it. I
know.
know
I
for
remember I
you.
had a monologue and I forgot most of the
Bianca or
monologue.
Catherine, one of the two.
I think
Yeah,
it was
well, yeah, but it
Bianca.
was no, it wasn't. She played somebody that wasn't the lead, right?
Oh,
It was no, she wasn't Catherine or
Yeah. I can't
yeah,
remember the names of the other
but
characters
she
either.
did have a
I
monologue.
think I know who you mean, but I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Ah, drive me nuts. Um, Good. Well, that's good. So you all have seen at least a little bit. How many have gone to the Nashville Shakespeare Festival, which has changed in the last few years? Um, it was a tradition in Nashville for decades. Denise Hicks, anybody know Denise?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know her, but I know of
You know
her.
the name, yeah, she no longer lives in Nashville, but
Yeah.
she ran the Shakespeare Festival for years, and so there were a lot of fun. They did a lot of fun things. They brought all kinds of crazy things on the sets and all that. But anyway, so we're going back to the sonnet. So this is simpler, but it's very much similar in the way the lines are written in this kind of rhythm. So who's going to jump in? Okay, Bianca, go for it.
chewing.
Oh,
I,
okay. We'll get somebody else and then I'll let
yes,
you.
please.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was
okay.
my bad.
Okay. I'm picking Vincent. You don't have a choice.
Ah, how dare you?
I
Okay.
know. I do dare.
That you did. Okay. Um, when in disgrace with fortune in men's eyes, I all alone bewept my outcast state.
Be weep. That means like I
I
lament
alone
it. Yeah.
beweep, beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon
Bootless.
myself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just helping you with this
No,
bootless
no,
cry.
no, I appreciate it. Bootless
Good.
cries, and look upon myself, and curse my fate, wishing me,
Nice.
wishing me like to one rich in hope, future like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I must enjoy contented least. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark of break of day arising, from soul and earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Lovely, lovely, lovely,
Thank you.
lovely. I've got a couple of little things.
Yes.
Your accent was really nice in places. This is hard, and I did it on purpose. I'm giving you something
Yeah.
hard. We're going to start hard, and then it's going to get easier because we're going to do things that's going to make a little more sense to you. But I wanted you just to really be focused on the words, and that's one of the reasons I did this. So you're really
Yeah.
paying attention to the words. But a couple of things to be careful about, and this is everybody. Be careful about the rounding for AUAWAL. It's one of the things I had made note that was a problem for a lot of people the last time. It's tricky. So when you say almost, oh, see how small that is? Oh, and
Almost.
I'm retracting, yeah, I'm retracting my tongue, the root of my tongue back when I go oh, almost. And then the long O. And I had heard a lot of this last week. Remember that the two sounds with this British O are eh and oo. Ours is and oo. So when we say almost, we just open our mouth for the ah before we do the L. Almost. So we say ooh, almost. The long O with this accent begins with eh, oh, oh, almost, most. Everybody say that so you can feel that. Almost. I mean, I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit. I'm just pulling it out. If I said it in normal time, it would be almost, almost. Everybody feel it? Is it making sense? Excellent.
Almost.
Lovely. Lovely. Let's just everybody do it. Okay, so I'm going to pick one name and I'm going to have you do it quickly, and then you're going to call out somebody else's name. So everybody take your mics, just open them up now. Okay, I'm going to start with Greta.
Almost.
Lovely. Pick someone.
Bianca.
Almost. Mallory.
Good.
Almost.
Good. Good. Do it for me again. Do it for me again, Mallory. I just didn't hear it.
Almost.
Okay, a little bit more most, little not don't open so don't relax so much. So almost, almost.
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 There you go. There you go. Ding ding ding. Who's next?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Almost. No.
Yeah, even a
What's that?
little bit more. Try it again on the most. Most.
Almost.
Mo.
Most.
Mo.
Almost.
That's it. That's it. Lovely. Who's next?
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Almost.
Almost. Lovely. Who's next?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Almost.
Lovely, Tyler. Who's next?
O'Brien.
Oh, Brian.
Almost.
Okay, so you opened nice and big for the AL, but we don't want that. So it's all,
All.
yeah.
All.
Don't even worry about the L. We're gonna kind of swallow the L. Almost.
Almost.
There you go. There you go. Almost. Who hasn't gone? Did we get everybody?
I think so, yeah.
Everybody did it. Yay. Very good. That those two sounds. In fact, it's a really good word just to kind of stick in your pocket to jump into the accent. Almost, almost, almost. And you see how small that lip opening is? That's kind of typical. You know, we talked about that. It's the bad dentistry. That's what people say. Yeah, maybe. And there is some truth to that because there really is bad dentistry in the UK. It is getting a little better. So, but people just don't open their mouth as much as we do here. So almost, almost. Very good. Who's next? Who hasn't gone? I forgot. Forgot. Has Carolyn gone? I thought you did. Who did? Who raised your hand? Has everybody gone? Everybody did it? Oh, everybody did it. Okay. Greta, did you do it? Okay, everybody did. Okay, good. So everybody's good. So this is a good little thing. I included this today because it's just one of those you should just kind of have in your back pocket, and bring it out every now and again, and it'll get you back in. Or if you don't like this particular sonnet, he had a whole lot of them. So just look them up, and pick one of the sonnets. They're all going to have exactly the same structure. It's an Elizabethan sonnet, so they all have the same structure, and you can it's a good practice. Okay. We're going to stick with one person stuff for a minute. I think I changed my mind. We're going to go to the scene. So does everybody have the Tom Stoppard scene? I sent this today. I hope everybody got it. Everybody got this? Yeah. Do you have it, Tyler? Because you're looking. That's what it is. You're looking for it. Is that what you're doing?
Not the monologue, right?
No, it's a scene from a Tom Stoppard play, Night and Day. You don't have it? Can somebody email it to him, or send it, text it to him?
I can.
Yay, thank you, Bianca.
Was it I'm looking at what Tanya had sent.
Yeah, it should be in that.
No,
I
this
think
was
it
from a
was
letter
from
about
Tina.
It is from an
Oh, it's from
email,
Tina. That's right, it was from
Yeah.
Tina. That's right.
but there's another one that Tanya sent on February 2nd.
No,
Where it
this
would have had-
is stuff that was sent today.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
the for the Tom thing wasn't in the one that was sent today.
It
Um,
it
Yeah.
is. I got
Yeah,
it.
this was
Yeah,
sent today.
Yeah,
it
It was
is.
sent
it is.
Here,
today.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
resend it.
Thank you. Thank you,
okay.
Bianca. Sorry for the confusion. It's been a little wonky. I'm having issues with my documents, and hopefully it's all happened last week when I was doing all this stuff for you guys. Something went awry. And so, but anyway, okay. So we're going to do similar to what we did last week in that I'm going to have everybody do this scene. You don't have to play both characters, but we're going to have everybody do it. I'm going to take notes and I'm going to take pictures of all of it, and we'll go over some of it, and then you can have that to look at to when I say take pictures. I probably will just take a picture of it and send them to Tanya or Tina, or maybe we can just send it to you tonight, maybe, so you can have it, we know you get it. But anyway, so I want you to have that so you can see where, the little trip sneaky parts are for you. Okay. Cool. Um, I would like somebody to volunteer to read with me just to go through it once. Who wants to go? Okay, thank you, Greta. Do you want to be Wagner or Carson?
I will be Carson.
Okay. All right, let's give it a trial.
Okay.
Mr. Carson, I'm Richard Wagner, Sunday Globe.
Yes. Have you decided to help Jake with his story?
That's right. My editor, Fred Hammaker, suggested I look you up. Sends his regards. And to Mrs. Carson.
I'm afraid I've never heard of him. Excuse me.
We've got more people. Okay, so let's just keep going. I I thought this was a different scene, but let's just keep
Okay.
going, like back and forth like we were.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm thinking about it. How did Hammaker know about Carson?
I told him.
When you sent your Colonel Shimbu piece.
That's right. I thought Jedu would be the next place I'd have a chance to file. I was right about that, though for wrong reasons, like everybody else. I thought the Colonial was headed
It's
this
actually
way.
Colonel. Colonel. That's how you spell
Okay,
Colonel,
that's
which
what I was
makes a
like,
lot of
Colonel.
sense,
And I was
doesn't
like,
it?
wait.
Yeah, it's Colonel.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You haven't filed yet?
I couldn't. The land cable was cut in the shilling. That's why I came out in Carson's chopper. Do you know what Carson has got here?
Seen it. Happy birthday.
I knew Jeff Carson slightly. I interviewed him for a background piece I did when I first arrived in the country. He wanted to check his quotes, so he gave me his home telex number. I had it in my book. I told Hammaker is one place he might be able to reach me.
And here you are.
With bells on.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. I glad we went through that because I really thought it was just two people. I was in a hurry, and there you
That's
go.
all right. Yeah, no
Yeah, it's kind
worries.
of fun. It's kind of it's got some good fun words in it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to go again. You don't have to do it right now. I'm going to let you rest because I wasn't really listening to you. We were just, throwing it out there, but good job and thank you. So
Okay.
actually, what I'd like you to do, Greta, I would like you to pick somebody
Yes.
to go next. You get to pick two people.
Victoria and O'Brien.
All right.
So Victoria, I'm going to let you start with the Wagner character, and then you'll just kind of keep doing whichever character, back and
Okay.
forth. And O'Brien, okay. You're going to do Carson.
Carson.
Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Mr. Carson, I'm Richard Wagner, Sunday Globe.
Yes, have you decided to help Jake with his story?
That's right. My editor, Fred Hammaker, suggested I look you up. Sends his regards, and to Mrs. Carson.
I'm afraid I've never heard of him. Excuse me.
I'm thinking about it. How did Hammaker know about Carson?
I told him.
When you sent your Colonel Shimbu piece?
That's right. I thought Jedu would be able would be the next place I sorry, I'd have a chance to foul. I was right about that, though for the wrong reasons. Like everybody else, I thought the colonel was heading his way.
You haven't filed yet?
I couldn't. The land cable was cut in the shelling. That's why I came out in Carson's chopper. Do you know what Carson has got here?
Seen it. Happy birthday.
I knew Jeff Carson slightly. I interviewed him for a background piece I did when I first arrived in the country. He wanted to check his quotes, so he gave me his home telex number. I had it in my book. I told Hameka it was one place he might be able to reach me
And here you are.
with bells on.
That's the wire.
On.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly kind of go over. I've got this written down as well, but I want you guys. So this is something that I've kind of noticed that's kind of happened the last couple of weeks because we really haven't had a whole lot of time to really go over it. That's when you have a rhotic R and when you don't. So when you have an R after a vowel sound, that that vowel is going to eat up that R. So that vowel, the R sound, the R sound goes away. That R becomes part of the vowel. So then, in addition to that, if you have a word that, say, for instance, ends in R, and the next word is a vowel, and you don't put a break there, you use that R, that linking R, to link to that vowel that comes next. Those are a couple of the rules. There are a couple of other rules about R's, but that are the ones that are kind of the trickiest, when to be rhotic and when not. So, O'Brien, that was probably the number one thing that you'll need to work on. So just know I'm marking these a little bit. Go ahead, you had a question.
Okay. Yeah. So on which ones again?
Okay.
Like
So
which
for
word?
instance, so when Wagner says, that's right, my editor, no R there,
Editor.
right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fred Hameka
Hameka.
or Hameka, I
Hameka.
don't know how you pronounce it.
Fred Hameka.
Yeah,
My
because
editor.
the next sound, it doesn't link into a vowel. And even if a vowel starts the next word, if you put a break in your voice, let's say there's a comma, or you just do a break, then you don't pronounce the R. The R links into the vowel. So if you put a break in your voice, you wouldn't pronounce that R. Make sense? Kind
Okay.
of. So
Okay. Yeah.
almost all of your things that I've got marked here are about that R. So
Okay.
on the line, oh, actually, you did Carson, didn't you, Victoria? Okay, I've
No,
got you.
I did Wagner, the
Oh, you
first
did
guy.
Wagner. I'm sorry. Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So Carson, when he did, yeah, so you missed one R, and that was on Hameka. You hit the R instead of, you had a little bit of an R sound there.
Okay.
Okay, that's Victoria.
Yeah.
I thought was
Oh,
thinking it was yours because
oh.
you didn't do that. That's the only time you did it. So I thought it was him, but it was you. Yeah.
Yes.
But then on the next line, which is yours, O'Brien, when you said, I'm afraid I've never heard,
No.
both of those would not be pronounced, would not be sounded as R. They wouldn't be rhotic. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Never
it's
heard.
hard because these names change. And so I'm like, what's the character and who's saying that character? All right. So when Guthrie says, when you sent your Colonel Shimbu piece, I think that was you, wasn't it, O'Brien? On
Yes.
your, you wouldn't hit that R because the next word is a consonant, right? K, the K sound, right? Makes sense? Is this making sense
Sent your
to
Yes.
everybody?
Colonel Shimbu piece.
Okay. Then on Milne's line, where you say, that's right, I thought Jeddah would be the next place to have it. This is one of those short A's that becomes ah. And you
Chance.
won't know that unless you look at your, but this would be chance.
Chance.
Chance, right? and again, this is the stuff that you just have to mark in advance if you're doing it for an audition or something, because it's really hard to do on the spot. Then on the second line, when he says, was right about that, though for the wrong reasons. Remember, there's just almost never just an ah, wrong. Everything has some rounding. So even this sound would be roll, wrong,
Wrong.
wrong,
Wrong.
wrong. Imagine that there's an L before the NG. Wrong, wrong. It pulls your tongue back and it helps you get that sound. Be careful about final T's. Wagner, you haven't filed yet.
Oh,
You haven't filed yet.
yet.
Explode those T's. Not yet, like we do. We close it up. Yet, yet. Then I couldn't. Yeah, couldn't. Then land. What you've got to be careful about, and I think we talked about this the last time. If you have a short A like that, it's followed by a nasal like MN or NG. Try to create a way where you take that nasal away from it. So instead of land, say lad, lad,
Lad.
lad, land, land. Mm-hmm.
Land.
Okay. And then, so yeah, so the land cable, not land cable, land. Does that make sense? Just remove it,
Land.
just remove it and see what it sounds like without it, and then sneak it back in with that sound. Then on when Milne says, I knew, that's one of those sounds that gets the liquid U after it. I knew. Excuse me a second, I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. I had people having the audacity to speak out in the hallway. All right. So I knew I interviewed him fora. You're going to hit that R on for because of the A. Fora background, right? And then you don't hit the R on in that same little paragraph, telex number, right? So thank you guys for being the first guinea pigs here because you're getting all the corrections. But this is good because it's helping people kind of remember. I'd like a couple other people to do it. I might not have all of you do it tonight. I might have some of you do it like if you could do it with your partner sometime in the next week or so and send it to me so that we don't spend the whole time on this because I know it can get boring. But I would like to hear at least one more group. So O'Brien, pick somebody, pick one person.
Mallory.
Mallory, okay. So Mallory, you're going to be the first person. You're going to be Wagner. And Victoria, you pick somebody.
How about Carolyn?
Yay. Okay. So Carolyn, you're going to be Carson.
Hey, Jill,
Yes.
one more question again. Sorry.
Oh,
On the
please. Please, please,
so
please.
on the Wagner, the one where he says you haven't filed yet. What did you say again about those T's?
Explode
You
them.
haven't
So when you say yet, say yet.
yet. You haven't filed yet. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Haven't
Excellent.
filed.
Say that line for me again, one more time.
You haven't filed yet. Yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna take your lovely Southernism a little bit and kind of move it a little bit across the pond to England. So when you say it said filed, you have that lovely Southern file yet.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is say I filed. That's I'm exaggerating it. That's how standard American is, but we're going to soften it a little bit and say filed yet. Try that.
You haven't filed yet.
That's better. That was better. Filed. Filed yet. Lovely. Lovely. Excellent. Okay. So, Mallory and Carolyn, you ready to give it a shot? Whenever you're ready.
Mr. Carson, I'm Richard Wagner. Sunday Globe.
Yes. Have you decided to help Jake with his story?
That's right. My editor, Fred Hammaker.
I'm going to go back on that. So think about that word editor. How would you redo that word? I think you know.
Edit. I'm trying to take off the R. So it's
Okay. But you don't want to take off the E, the D, and the T.
okay.
Editor.
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 Okay.
There you go.
That's right. My editor, Fred Hammaker, suggested I look you up. Sends his regards, and to Mrs. Carson.
So let's go back. You did great on Carson. Now let's go to regards. Sends his what?
Regards.
Regards. Yeah. You don't want that R in front of the D.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You understand that? Why you don't have the R there?
Is it because of the A sound?
Yes. It's because it's after a vowel. Yes. Yeah, very good. Good. Excellent. Okay, I'm sorry. Come on, I'm sorry. Whenever you're ready, Carolyn.
Oh, I'm afraid I've never heard of him. Excuse me.
I want to give one little tweaky thing for everybody. It was really good. But so when you say, I'm afraid I've never heard of him, what's happening, and you said heard of him, that way you pronounced it is done in the UK, but it's done in the Midlands area.
Oh,
It's not standard British, and it's one of the hardest things because you see that HEARD, and what you're trying to do is just take the R off. Unfortunately, when you have the sound, you literally change the whole vowel. It's not without an R, it becomes So,
heard,
yeah, so heard becomes HUD,
heard,
HUD,
heard,
HUD.
heard,
Yeah,
heard.
HUD,
Okay.
like just like HUD.
Yeah.
Basically, it's got a little more shape than that, but that's basically it. It's one of the things that American actors get wrong the most because they learn that, oh, okay, I don't have a rhotic R here, but they just use the same vowel sound and add, and take the R away. And it works for certain accents, but not this one. If you were in the Midlands, be perfect, but it's not. Yeah. Yes, Bianca.
When you say Midlands, is that like up north or is that
It's kind of in the middle of the country.
like
It's north of London,
Mm.
but it's south of, the Yorkshire and,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's kind
Yeah.
of right in the middle. Yeah.
So like below Yorkshire and Manchester, but not.
Yes.
Okay.
But not as far, not southern. So it's like right in the middle. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's crazy how many accents are in this little tiny country. There's so many, so many. It's fascinating. Okay, good. Sorry, keep going. Yeah. I've never heard of him, so the next thing is Guthrie saying, I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. How did Hammaker know about Carson?
Very good.
That's
I'm just gonna correct you guys as we go. All right, the first sentence there, it's the last two words on that first sentence. What do you think you might do to make it a little more British?
Did I miss the T on
Yeah,
about?
yeah. Well, you didn't miss it. You changed it to a voiced T, which is basically a D, which is what we would do, but not what they would do.
Okay.
Yeah, just try that. Yeah, and go on with the line after that.
I'm thinking about it.
That's it.
How did Hammaker know about Carson?
Good. A little bit more. I'm going to kind of push you guys on that O sound. You were getting there. You were in the right direction, but even more. How did Hameke know about Carson?
How did Hammaker know about Carson?
Lovely. Good.
I told him.
Lovely.
When you sent your con when you sent your Colonel Shabu piece,
Okay, so it's Colonel.
Colonel.
I know. Don't try to make any sense of it. It's the same as Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
That's how he spelled his name, his title as well. We don't know why. But anyway, so it's Colonel. Do it for me one more time.
When you sent your Colonel Shabu piece,
Okay. Now, how do you pronounce Y-O-U-R?
your
That's one way, yeah. Try that.
when you sent your
Yes. Try the whole sentence with it like that.
when you sent your Colonel Shabu piece,
Very good. And the only thing is when you say colonel, the R is not sounded with this accent. In America, it's colonel, but there it's colonel, colonel, right? And there are actually some, I don't know why, because I don't know anything about the British military, but I have heard it in old films, colonel, where they actually do pronounce the L. But it's not what I hear most of the time, but I have heard that. I don't know I have no answers for that. I just have heard it before. So good. All right. You got it about when those R's, be careful about like those little sneaky little pronouns like that, and they end with an R. Just be careful because they want to sneak it back in there.
is
Very
that
good.
when
Okay.
you put it more in the back here? You'll like you draw your
You'll,
tongue back.
yes, you'll, or yeah, if it depends on how, because we say and your.
Mm-hmm.
And they do the same thing. It's just they don't use the R on it. But most of it, in this case, it would be Sentiol because it's kind of an important word in this. So I would say Sentiol Colonel Shimbu piece. Yeah. Or Shimbu. Yeah, probably Shimbu. Anyway, that was great. Okay, keep going.
That's right. I thought Jedu would be the next place I'd have a chance to file. I was right about that, though for the wrong reasons. Like everybody else, I thought the Colonel was heading this way.
Good. And that was really good. And it got better as you went. That's really good. One little place on that note, the first time you said thought, it didn't get tight enough. I
Thought,
thought, I thought Jedu, right?
thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
thought. And you did it. You were the second time you said it, you were pretty much there. It's just getting the engine going. It happens all the time. That's why when you're going into an accent work, make sure that you've been, warming up in the accent before you go in, like for an audition or something, because the first few lines are going to sound really clunky if you don't. So that you kind of go in, warmed up. There was one other thing. Um, could you read from like everybody else?
Like everybody else, I thought the Colonel was heading this way.
Okay, actually, there were two things. Yeah. So be careful. This is a common thing. People, when they say the D in things like everybody, be careful. A lot of times people tend to go to more of a T sound, which is kind of what you did. It's just everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. And then you had no way to know this because you haven't learned this yet, but chance, not chance. This is
Chance.
one when it becomes the ah sound, just so everybody will know. Okay, keep going.
You haven't filed yet.
I
Let's
couldn't.
make it a question. Do it like it's written. I'm going to be picky.
You haven't. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to think how to make a question. I need
I
to go to
know.
the
I
end.
know. I
You
know.
haven't filed yet.
No, that still wasn't a question. You haven't what?
Filed yet?
Yes, you haven't filed yet?
Okay. You haven't
Right?
filed yet.
Right. No, it's yeah, you're stuck. Okay. Um, you haven't filed yet? It goes up higher for the last two words.
You haven't filed yet.
You're getting there. You haven't filed. Just do that.
You haven't filed.
That's it. Yet?
Yet.
That's it. That's it. You want to try it one more time?
You haven't filed yet.
Oh, it went down again. You haven't filed
You haven't filed yet.
yet? I know we get stuck on little things like this, but it's really important to relax and let that go because unfortunately, what happens with the casting director, they go, bad acting, she doesn't understand the line, which is not true. You know exactly what you're saying. It just doesn't come out that way. And you've done that. I'm not saying you, I'm saying we've all done this when we weren't doing an accent. When you've gone to an audition and the line comes out like, why did I say it like that? It just comes out weird, right? It happens much more often when you're having to do an accent on top of it. So just kind of be patient with yourself and kind of let it go for a minute and then do it in your own accent and that'll help you get to it. I'm glad you did it. Thank you for doing that for all of us because we all do it. Very good. Okay, keep going. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry it's taking so long. I want to just keep telling you everything. Okay, keep going.
I couldn't. The land cable was cut in the shelling. That's why I came out in Carson's chopper. Do you know what Carson has got here?
Good. You're doing such a good job on your long O's. Do you listen to how beautiful those O's are? A no. Very nice. Excellent. Keep going.
Seen it. Happy birthday.
Good.
I knew Jeff Carson slightly. I interviewed him for a background piece I did when I first arrived in the country. He
Nice.
wanted to check his quotes, so he gave me his home telex number. I had it in my book. I told Hammaker it was one place he might be able to reach me
And here you are.
with bells on.
Excellent. Excellent. I want to ask if anybody here knows what a telex is. That just shows how old I
No.
am. It was a machine. I worked at like an office in 1902, I think it was, and it was like an early way to send a message along like overseas. So it made all these noises and stuff, and it was kind of like a telegraph or a telegram, but it was a telex that kind of sent the messages. I saw that when I read this the other day, I went, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that word in forever. But um, Tom Stoppard just died last week, I think it was. So that's why I put him in. Wonderful, wonderful playwright. Wonderful playwright. Okay. All right. Who hasn't gone that would like to go? And I think we maybe we might switch to something else. You ready to try something else? A different bit of copy? I don't know if I've got any more that's nah, we're gonna have to do it because I didn't bring anything up more two people things. Okay, so Tyler and Bianca? Okay. All right. Bianca, which character would you like to have?
Hi there, I can be the first one.
Okay, let's go for it.
Oh, Mr. Carson, I'm Richard Wagner, Sunday Globe.
Yes, have you decided to help Jake with his story?
That's right. My editor, Fred Hammaker, suggested I look you up. Sends his regards and to Mrs. Carson.
I'm afraid I've never heard of him. Excuse me.
How did Hammaker know about Carson?
Oh,
Oh, did I skip? No.
you just missed a
Oh,
little
I'm
bit.
I'm
That's
I'm
that's
thinking
why people
about
were
it.
going, what?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it. How did Hammaker know about Carson?
I told him.
Oh, when you sent your Colonel Shimbu piece.
That's right. I thought Jedu would be in the next place I'd have a chance to file. I was right about that, though for the wrong reasons. Like everybody else, I thought the Colonel was heading this way.
You haven't filed yet.
I couldn't. The land cable was cut in the shilling. That's why I came out in Carson's chopper. Do you know what Cosson has got here?
Seen it. Happy birthday.
I knew Jeff Cosson slightly. I interviewed him for a background piece I did when I first arrived in the country. He wanted to check his quotes, so he gave me his home telex number. I had it in my book. I told Hammaker that it was one piece he might be able to reach me. One
And
place
here,
he might be able to reach me.
and here you are.
With bells on.
Good. Brava, brava, bravissima. Oh, bravissimo. Very good. Okay, couple of little teeny tweaky tweaks. Okay. Um, First of all, great job on, actually both of you did great. The one word that I was very happy about was, I'm afraid I've never heard of him, not heard. Again, Midlands, yes, not standard British. Very good. Heard of him. Then a couple of little tweaky things. I'm being really picky. So when Milne says, kind of in the middle, that's right. I thought a little bit more rounded on thought. It got a little bit more thought, right? So thought. Um, and Tyler, where are you from? Where did you grow up?
Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky.
That's because I heard else, else instead of else. You
Mm.
put a little T there. That's very, it's actually happens in Appalachia. So Eastern Kentucky.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was like, oh my gosh, he's got to be from.
That's
So
cool.
I didn't know if it maybe it was West Virginia or yeah, we Eastern Kentucky. Excellent. But so and it actually does happen in the UK, which is where how it happened in Appalachia, but not with this accent. So, but it was great. I loved it. So then Milnes, just because these contractions couldn't, couldn't, that DNT, that's tricky, right? So it's not couldn't, it's couldn't, couldn't. Want to try it?
Couldn't.
That's it. Couldn't. Just kind of like the way we do it. And then a little bit more rounding on chopper, chopper, like
Chopper.
yeah, just more
Chopper.
rounding on that O. And then Wagner, be careful when you said happy birthday, not birthday,
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
birthday. Yeah,
Birthday.
yeah.
Happy
Those
birthday.
things just will happen. And then it happened again on Milne's line on the word next line on the word first. It came out a little bit more first instead of first.
Birthday.
First.
First.
I'm being really picky about that because the truth is it does happen that people will say the sound.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, oh, gorgeous. That was gorgeous. But with this accent, you just want to try to keep it, the same every time.
Uh-huh.
I was very pleased on that same line with I told Hammaker it was that linking the R to the open I. Well done, well done. And then one other little tiny, tiny tweaky thing. And when Milne says with bells on, try that with bells on.
With bells on.
Yeah. And you did it. It's if you imagine that there's an L after that O, it kind of helps get it in the right place.
Bells on.
Really, really good, you guys. That was
Bells
really
on.
good. Really good. I'm so excited you guys are getting this stuff. It's gonna be so good for you. It'll be so good when you have auditions. You can go, yes, I know how to do a standard British accent.
I
Who
actually got
hasn't
to
gone
use
yet?
it. Yeah, I did. I actually already got to use it. It was
Yay! Who
yeah.
did? Who's saying that? Who
Oh,
said it?
me.
Oh, I thought it was you. Then I
Yeah.
saw somebody else's mouth move. So tell me, when did you use it for an audition?
Yeah, it was for like a friend's film. So if it was for something official, I would have been like, Jill, let's work
Oh, but
together.
but
But
no, that's so
it
great.
was
Oh, good
still,
for
yeah,
you.
I felt like, oh, I could actually do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of gets in your bones. You guys are all heading even if you're not 100% there yet, you're all going in the right direction. So just kind of keep it up because and listen, go, get BritBox. In fact, Nashville Public Television has a lot of British stuff in it. And there's a lot of old stuff that you can get on, what isn't it called, Tubi? Yeah, yeah, isn't that right? TUBI, where you can watch the old British stuff. Just it's the best way to do it because you'll hear the discrepancies too.
Hmm.
You'll hear and you're also going to hear a lot of different accents. Like I said, there are a lot, but so be careful that you're noticing, standard British. If somebody is kind of educated and polished, it's going to be standard British. If they're like titled, if they went to private school, which they call public school, which is so confusing. But anyway, so that kind of person would definitely use this. And then a lot of other people do too. Okay, who hasn't gone yet? I think we got two more, right? Or one more, two more?
I think everyone went, right?
Everyone went good. Excellent. Good. That was pretty quick today. That was pretty quick. Okay. So, the next thing I wanted to do is, I wanted to ask you. Okay. All right. So does everybody, there was something else. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, did you guys get this linking R sheet? I wanted to ask if we had that in the last thing I sent. Does that look
Yes.
familiar?
And
We did
yeah,
get it.
FB
Okay.
linking intrusive R doc.
Okay, good. You did get it. All right. And then the other thing is I wanted to remind you to make sure that you make several copies of this, right? That's on that part. There was something else I wanted to do with you guys tonight.
Review. Did you want to review everything or?
Yes, and there was something that I wanted to do it with. Oh yeah. You mean you want to just kind of go over the rules again?
Can we go over the A's again? The
Yeah. Which
the short
ones?
A's.
The short A? Yeah, let's do
Mhm.
it. Okay. Let me grab that piece that I had just had. Okay. So does everybody have a copy of the short A rules? Yeah, this is the one I told you to make 100 copies of and cut it in two and stick them in your pockets if you're going to have a British thing. And I still do this because it's really, especially if I haven't done it in a while, because it's just really hard to remember. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, did we do the linking R's? Did we do the linking R's?
Last
We
week?
did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we did. Okay. All right. Um, if anybody knows anybody who's ever had long COVID, it really, really messes with your memory. And I'm so sorry about that, guys. I forget things. Okay. All right. So short A rules. So, um, the short A like happy. And in this case, we say as in ask, draft, and laugh become ah. And the reason they become ah in those cases is because the short A that sounds like ah, when it's in front of all of those consonant clusters there, from F all the way to the unvoiced TH and the voiced TH, like theater or this, all of those sounds, when you have a short A in front of them, it becomes ah. Somebody just say it. Say a word that would be ah. Just any word
Bro, oh wow.
that we would say with a short A. A word like cat or brass or
Oh.
happy, right? That we would put that would be ah. It would be one that has these sounds after it.
Daft.
What's that?
Daft.
Okay,
Daft.
so it would become
Daft.
instead of, right?
Mm.
Daft.
Daft.
Daft. Hmm?
Duh.
Very good. Very good. Somebody else think of one.
Fat.
What was it again?
Fat?
Uh, FAT? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. That one
That
would not
be?
become ah.
Oh, it doesn't have enough cluster? Like it
Um,
doesn't have enough
Fat.
consonants around it?
Fat. This fat.
okay, now look at where, see, it has to have these these particular consonants.
Oh.
Half.
Can you see that? Wait a minute, here
No.
we go.
The F, FF,
Yeah, the
FP.
F.
Yeah, that's at the end of it. That's after the sound.
Oh, it has to be
Victoria.
after.
So
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's when that sound is followed by any of these sounds.
Okay.
like the word
Oh,
one.
yeah. I've never had anybody look at it that way, but that's an interesting point. Well, I mean,
You're
seriously.
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. That's good. But it's when it's used before these sounds. It does say it in here. But so when the short A sound is in front of any of those sounds, that's when it becomes ah.
Okay.
Okay. Say another word, anybody.
Half.
Branch.
Who was that and what was the word? I don't know who said it.
Branch.
Oh,
Greta.
was it Greta?
Yes.
Okay. Now what'd you say again?
Branch.
So it would become,
Branch.
how would it branch? Right.
Branch.
Yes. Yes. Lovely. Branch. Yes.
Branch.
Um, what was the name of the bank branch? So bank does not go ah, but branch does. Isn't that interesting? The bank branch.
Hmm. Bank branch.
Yes. Good. Somebody else, pick one, or I'm going to start calling your names and make you do it.
Basket.
Basket, lovely. Basket, a tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. Lovely. Very good. One more of these. One more of the ahs.
Half.
Pardon? Was that
Half.
Carolyn? Do it again.
Yes.
What was the word?
Half. Half.
Ah, H-A-V-E.
Ah.
No, half. Like half. Like
Oh,
half of.
H-A-L-F, half. Yes. Yes. Now here, yeah, it does become half. But I'm glad you brought that up because people get confused sometimes because like also in the word cough, like a small cow, it has, it has an F sound. The L is silent. So because the L is silent, you don't really count it. And so that's correct. It's cough. Yes. So, so yeah, you're good. I'm glad you picked that one.
Excellent.
Then when ND is medial in the middle of a word or a final in a word of two syllables, this is the other time. This is when it gets really like in the weeds, right? So command is one. I'm trying to think of another one.
Land.
What was it?
Land?
Yeah, but that's a single syllable word. It's got to be a two-syllable word. So I'm trying to think of
What about candy?
no, it's
Candy.
candy. It's candy.
Candy.
It's so in command, it's the second syllable, and that's why it becomes that way. It's just it's and I will tell you guys, if you do this a lot, you'll just feel it. You will eventually get there, but that's why I tell you to stick this in your pocket because it's like really, really hard. Is and only, yeah. The word, what does that say? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm saying here. And use me to find the word of two syllables like command. The word L. Oh, the word and is and, only one syllable. I don't know why I have, oh, because it's only one syllable. That's why it's and. Yeah. It's not the second syllable of a two-syllable word. I didn't know what I was talking about there. Yeah. No. Yeah. All right. Okay, so then go down to number 2, right? So any other time in front of or behind any other consonant, it's just a short A. So you have to kind of learn all of those ones at the top, the F, F, N, and N, C, E, and all that stuff. But otherwise, if it's not that, it's a short A. But the thing that's important with the short A for you to remember, it's a much more open sound than us. We don't say, do I have to go? We say have to go. It would be have to go? Do I have to go? Ha, ah, ah. It's more open and not as, hypernasal. So, I think that's enough of that. Does everybody kind of get the gist of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing I did say down here that is good to take note of. So if you're doing really heightened RP, these are the really fancy people. Just like I said, fancy. It becomes more of a short E sound than a big open A sound. So patch becomes pitch.
Oh,
Yeah, pitch, right? See so narrow becomes narrow or
narrow,
narrow.
Oh,
narrow,
Bad becomes
bad,
bed,
top,
bed,
bed, just
bad,
like the thing you
Bad.
sleep in. Bed.
bad,
Oh, it's so bad.
so
really
very bad,
really,
bed,
What about
bed,
am?
M,
Am.
um,
M,
Am.
um,
I am. I
um,
am starving.
um,
I
M,
am starving,
starving,
right? Manner.
N,
mena,
minna,
Mind your manners.
Menace,
minnows,
Min,
Yes.
Minna,
Graduate.
graduate,
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 He was a
graduate,
graduate of Yale.
graduate,
Harvard,
Graduate of Yale.
Silly
graduate,
little
Oxford, graduate,
school in the
M,
States,
M,
right?
graduate,
Yeah. So
M,
map become now this is like the really posh people.
like the
You're
queen.
not, yeah. So it would be a character that you know a little bit about their background and you know they come from blue blood and they're,
M,
but especially if you do period pieces, anything that's set back turn of the century or earlier, or even in the like up to the 1920s. I strongly recommend for these accents and just because it's some amazing acting and writing, watch British film and television as much as you can. Carolyn, you have something.
Can you say map?
Map, map.
Map, map,
Now that's the posh. If you're just, doing
yeah,
standard British, it's map.
map,
What
map,
what you don't want to do is let that sound go up in here. It's not map. It's map.
map, map.
Yeah. hmm Nice. Pretty. Yeah, be
Almost like
careful
a
about
short
things
E.
like sand. What, pardon me?
Is it like the really, really posh is like short E
It's
almost?
like a short E. Yeah.
Yeah.
But be careful. What I was thinking about is if it's followed by a nasal, like in the word sand, be careful because we nasalize that. But the way to
Then,
find it when I have a word like that and it's just kind of not feeling it, take the N out of it. And so and then on the third time, I think I might have told you this before, on the third time you stick it in there. So sad, sand, sand. So you want that send to sound just like the A in send to sound just like sad.
sad,
So it doesn't become sad, sand, right? Hear the difference? Because most of us say
sad,
sand,
sand.
and we nasalize it. Yeah, good.
fun.
Okay. It was okay. So we've got the oh yeah, we did the Tom Stop It thing. Let's see if there's anything else that we didn't do. I told you to carry the sheet for that. Um, oh, and oh, did we talk about the intrusive R?
Yes.
Okay, good. We did. All
Yes.
right. And did we look at the monologue Glasgow? Did we look at that?
I
Yeah.
think that's what we did last
That's
week.
what we did last time.
I think.
Last
Yeah.
I actually went and like looked up what a Geordie accent would sound like.
Oh,
Um,
that's a
it's
whole
cool.
different animal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really unique. I mean, I've never watched the show. Is it Geordie Shores? I need to watch that to see what it's like.
There are several shows that have Geordie accents in them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're wonderful. I mean, it's the amount of different dialects and accents in that little tiny island. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling how many there are. There's so many different accents, and they're very specific. And if you want to play a British character, I recommend that if it says where they're from, that you look that up and look up the accent. And there are resources now. YouTube is one of the best resources for accent work because you go to real people from that area, and that's the best. That's what I use most often. Yeah, it's so much easier than it was when I first started teaching this stuff. I I think I might have told you this. I've told this before. Back I was doing a film in New York. Did I tell you this? Back in the day, um, it was a Sidney Lumet film. Anyway, they paid for me and my husband to be my assistant to go to New York for 4 days because there was a very specific New York accent I needed. They paid all expenses for that. Now they don't pay you for anything because we have all these resources. But it was really cool. We went to a Catholic church service in down in Little Italy, and I guarantee you everybody in there was in the mafia. It was they had us bring the host to the father. And they said, "Oh, we just had walked in the door because I was researching, I was like, I want to see what this." So, yeah. I haven't told that story in a long time, but yeah, it was a little unnerving, but it was great. I ended up talking to a lot of the women afterwards and recording their voices. But yeah, now they don't pay you to do that stuff anymore because we've got all these wonderful resources. YouTube, guys, it's the best. Okay. So how are we doing on time? We okay?
We're
I
at
w
time if
we're at time. Okay.
correct,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah, I was going to see if we could do a little bit with Dr. the Rat, but we don't. But on that note, and I told you this last time, but this is kind of the standard monologue that's used for um kind of redoing British accents, doing standard British, but you can use this monologue to do other British accents and you can compare it. So I hold on to this because there will be times where this might be handy. In fact, if I could assign you guys something, I would say do this monologue with the accent that we've gone over, and come back and revisit it like every couple of months because it'll go south. And this is a good way to get it back. It was designed specifically for this. It's got all of the sounds in it. And you can use it for other accents in the UK as well. But Arthur the Rat, it's a very commonly used thing. Any questions before we go?
Wait, is that one's not in our email,
Yeah,
right?
it should
Oh,
be.
it is?
Yeah, it was in that big, the
It's in the
last session, and it's on the back of the other things to know, dropping, shortening syllables.
I can send it if anyone needs it.
Thank you, Bianca.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
Oh,
you
I see
got
it.
it,
I
but
see
you
it.
might because it's on the
Okay.
back of something. You probably didn't notice it, but it is a really good one to go back and study with. Any other questions? Any other thoughts? Any other brilliance you'd
Can
like to
we
share?
do it for you, Jill, and send it to you?
Yes, I
Author
would
the Rat.
love it.
It'll be like
Okay.
our
That would actually be
finals.
a great idea. That would be a great idea. I tell you what, I will do probably though, it's really long. I might not have time to
Like just
mark
do a
it. So
section.
I'll have you, yeah, well, do it all if you want to, but just know I'll probably only have time to correct maybe like the first couple of paragraphs. And
Okay.
then actually that would be good because take the things that I've marked there and you can go back and mark your own on the bottom. The
mm.
bottom one's like, oh, okay, did I make that same sound mistake when I
Hmm.
did that? And guys, I'm here for you. If you have questions about anything, don't hesitate. Just, you know how to reach me. Just go for it. Bianca, yeah.
I had wanted to ask you very quickly. I still struggle with the word like. Like I keep wanting
Okay.
to put a strong diphthong in it.
Right,
If you have
right.
any tips for the word like?
Yeah. So think of the first part, that long I sound.
Oh, like,
Focus on the ah part of the diphthong. The
like,
ick at the end, make
like,
it just
like,
almost non-existent.
like,
Like, like,
like,
like.
Like.
Try it for me, Bianca. Let me hear you.
oh, like,
Excellent. Like.
like,
It's
like,
just we don't want it
like,
to be like we do. So
because it's
just
a
shorten
common
that second
word.
part. Pardon me?
Yeah, it's just
Like.
such a common word, and I
It
keep
is
wanting to go
like.
Cockney with it, like, or
Yes.
add that second.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
I get it. No,
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Long I's tricky. It's a tricky sound.
like,
It's
add,
why it's affected by so many accents. When you go to the South in the United States, it flattens out. Like,
add
like I did it.
of
Yeah.
the I.
Good. Anything else? Anything else you want to add, or just anything you want to say? Do you feel like you learned some stuff that you can use?
Oh
Very
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, if anything, if anything got accomplished, what I hope is that all of you have learned about how important it is to learn accents accurately and deeply.
Yeah.
You can't just lay it on top because it's a part of the character. First of all, you've got to honor the people who have these accents. That's my number one thing. You all know there's nothing more annoying than people doing a bad accent of where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it with Southern accents all the time. They're so
Or the Brits doing American accent.
yeah, sometimes, although they're better at it than we are.
Yes.
There are a few that are, but they're better. They're better at it than we are. But just because of their training in general. But yeah, you're right. Really stick with working on it and trying your best to make sure it's accurate before you put it on anything. Put it on, don't audition with a mediocre accent. Just don't do it. It's getting to the point that the casting directors know. They know.
Mm.
So don't don't fake it. Just, if you don't think you can do it well, tell them you're sick. I don't know what to say. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm out of town. I'm sorry. I'm out of town until next week. I don't know. But you don't want to go on with a mediocre accent because the casting director will remember it. They'll remember that. Yeah. It looks like you didn't do your work. It's like, it's part of your prep. But I'm so proud of all of you. You guys worked really hard with me and you put up with all my silliness and you're fabulous. And I loved every minute of it. And I hope we get to do more sometime.
Yeah.
If
Thank you so
you had
much.
it, I'm curious, if you had another accent you would like to, I want to ask every one of you. All right. So I'm going to call on you and then you call on the next person, whoever you want to go next. What accent would be the next accent you would like to learn? I'm going to ask Victoria first.
Well, probably everyone would agree, but Southern, but specifically like Kentucky, Tennessee,
There you go.
Appalachia.
That's more specific. Kentucky,
Yeah,
Tennessee is very
because
specific.
I've gotten quite a few auditions where I think I'm doing it, but then yeah.
Okay, good. That's a good one. Who you pick next?
How about Greta?
Greta. Uh-oh. Greta's
Yes, I
frozen.
agree with
Oh, there she
Victoria. I
goes.
think that would be. Oh,
No, you're
can you
back.
see me
You're
now?
back.
Okay, cool. I agree with Victoria on that one, but I would also love to learn more about the Australian accent.
Okay. You just like it?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
It's fun. It's a fun one. Yeah. Pick somebody.
Oh, Bianca, sorry.
Bianca.
Oh, well, there's the accent I'm interested in, and then the accents I might get called on for, which are actually quite a number different things.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the different Southern dialects, just to know the differences,
Mm-hmm.
probably. But also even like a really good, Spanish from Spain accent.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Castilian.
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 Castilian, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Nice. Nice. That's good. Good one. Who's next? Bianca?
Oh, Mallory.
Mallory?
I think knowing the different Southern dialects and how they differ is very good. Even in my own family, I have a lot of different Southern accents that are mixed, so I feel like I get confused of which ones because after a
Yeah.
while, we all take part in each
Sure.
other's. But I've been asked to do a New York accent a lot, and
Really? I'm glad to hear that because they've kind of gone out of fashion.
yeah.
New York's a
No,
good
I'd
one to
like to
have in
know
your
the
back
different.
pocket.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
yeah, I'd like to know the different like Queens versus Bronx versus Long Island's
Yeah.
versus, you know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, they're
Good fellas.
amazing. They're amazing. Thanks, Mallory. That's great. Who's next?
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Northern Italy.
Ooh, I'm
That's
watching something
specific.
set in Milan right now. What am I? Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it there. I didn't want to leave. I love Italy. Yes, I want to go back. Okay. And why specifically Northern Italy? Do you have
Well,
heritage there?
no, well, my grandfather, but I'm not exactly sure. But I know there's lighter eyes in Northern
Yeah,
Italy,
that's true.
and I have green eyes. So
Yes,
I thought
you
that
never
would work.
know. That's true. Yeah. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Who's next? I love these little stories that go with them. Who's next? Carolyn.
Oh,
Raise your
I'm
finger. That's
sorry.
fine. Raise your finger if you haven't
O'Brien.
gone. I think O'Brien and Vincent
Yeah,
and Tyler.
O'Brien.
I would say like Northeast. It's like New York, because I can't tell if they're from New York or Boston, you know?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good point. And they have a lot of similarities. So I get that. And but then they've got some really distinct differences. So I think Boston is one of the harder accents in the United States to learn, but it's also really cool. So yeah, that would be fun. That would be a good one to learn. Yeah. Cool. All right. All right, so we have Vincent and Tyler.
All right, go ahead, Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah, I agree. I think like a New York accent and also Australian.
Yeah, I just love that two people picked Australian. That's cool. Very cool. Excellent. All right. Well, last but not least, Vincent.
Yes, no, for me, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, but then also Italian as well, because my heritage is from Messina, Italy.
Ah, Messina. Okay, I don't know where that is.
Yeah,
Is it, what? Do you know where it is in Italy?
yeah, it's like 2 hours away from Sicily.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. But it's on the mainland, right?
from recalling the map I looked at like 48 days ago. uh,
Okay. Oh, it's okay. We'll look it up. I'll look it up. I'll
okay.
look it up. Lovely. Well, I want to tell you guys, you've all been delightful. I just Tina's lucky to have such lovely people to work with, and you're very lucky to have Tina. So have a wonderful evening. It was lovely to meet you. I hope I get to see you again.